On Friday, the S&P 500 hit a brand new high of $714.47. What is happening with this market? What is going on for this week? Let's break down the technical analysis to see for the future for this week, what to expect. But before we break down the news over the weekend, what happened, etc., please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. With that said, we can begin. So Friday's charts for the market wasn't so exciting. Let's look at the S&P 500 first. We have a nice inverse head and shoulder first. This is our head right over here, this line over here. This is the left shoulder. This is our right shoulder, right? Our head and shoulder looks as where you have like one shoulder going up and down, and then we have the head a bit lower, and then we have another shoulder looking more or less the same like the left shoulder. And that's where we cracked all the way above, reaching $714.14. The market was chopping, didn't budge really, just moving very, very small in the volatility. And then we reached a high of $714.47. And this is the second pattern that we had, which was a V shape. And this is where we came all the way a bit down. But again, the market wasn't really trending as properly enough. But what I did realize is that this caused a double top, one loop over here, and then two loop over here, and then there, and after hours we came all the way down to about $713. Now the reason why you see that we didn't stay below or whatever, and we went right away back up, and this candle is like not such a big bearish candle, because look, it's pretty bearish, but it ended up, it looks like a hammer. The reason is because it was after hours. After hours charts patterns don't really matter, like, because they usually moves with political news. But the reason why the S&P was up was because of Nvidia. Let's go to Nvidia stock right over here. Nvidia was up. It closed at 8.63 points, but it opened up at about 199, going all the way up to 210. That was like almost $11 jump. Like literally, it's huge, huge. That was massive. The reason is because the chips, manufacturer companies, everything, and AI came out positive news from Friday. But again, it doesn't make any difference anymore for the market right now, because the market likes forgetting the news. The market likes bringing in fresh news and focusing only on the fresh news. So with that said, let's continue on. Let's break down the political news to see what happened over the weekend, to see what to expect for this week, and then break down the key levels in the S&P 500. Just to show the world how crazy the world is, Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, was almost assassinated for a third time. Look what he posted today. Quite an evening in D.C. Secret Service and law enforcement did a fantastic job. They acted quietly and bravely. The shooter has left being apprehended, and I have recommended that we let the show go on, but will entirely be guarded by law enforcement. They will make a decision shortly. Regardless of that decision, that evening will be much different than planned, and we'll just plain have to do it again. President Donald J. Trump. So we're literally almost an hour after Trump gets shot, and he writes, Trump cancels U.S. envoy trip to Pakistan for Iran peace talks. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called on the country's military to carry out powerful strikes against Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. So while the war is going to be continuing in Lebanon, what is going to be happening between Iran and America? What is happening here? Let's break it down. And now let's look back at the S&P 500, the overall picture, what to expect for this week. So now let's look first at the bearish case scenario, claiming that the news is all bearish and everything's coming out bearish and it's crazy or it's continuing, blah, blah, blah. Let's go further. So the first key level to look at for right now, it's sitting at after close 713.94. So the first floor is going to be 701. We have a key support system right over here on this candle. And then the next floor will be at 671. And from there, we'll go to all the way to this one right over here, this support right over here at 650, and from there we'll go to 629. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to be reaching all of these key levels this weekend. I'm not saying that we're even going to go down. We might even shoot up brand new highs, keep on going, making brand new highs. It all depends. This is just a bearish case scenario where everything is completely bearish. I'm telling you right now, whenever America is going to go back to war, we're going to be flushing back down all the way. Same. It took us 14 days to go all the way back up, like almost like 15 days, whatever it is, right? And we shot up a V shape, very nice, but at the same time, we could crash even faster, and it's going to be very brutal. And if we pass 629, it's going to be all the way back down. And again, this all goes down to the key level where everybody's hoping for the mega crash to happen in 2026. If everybody's asking why am I getting excited for this massive crash, I'll tell you why, because I'm an options trader. So if I'm an options trader, I'm not playing 0 days to expiration or whatever it is, I'm doing let's say we're a random day, right? I'm doing puts. I'm hedging against all my stock and everything, right? I could be cashing in a lot of money. So no jokes. Crashes make new millionaires. I'm not saying a lot of people go broke if you don't know what you're doing. That's why you have to just like, share, and subscribe. What should I tell you? Just watch my videos, right? So the first key level is 701, then 671, and then 650, and then 629. Again, we're not going to probably reach to 629 this week. I'm just telling you, you have to look in the bearish case scenario. The bullish case scenario where we just make brand new highs, going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. There's no key levels right now to tell you guys, because it's like it's a new thing in the market. It never happened before, and it's absolutely ridiculous how we're just climbing up. We're just going up and up and up and up. So it depends. Based off on the fresh news that came out, now we're going entering into kind of economic war as well, because China's getting affected as well from the war, and they don't get oil and everything. And as long as you see, let's go back to markets over here. Whenever you see, as long as you see oil just climbing up and up and up and up, right now oil's sitting at 94, right? Let's go to the 1 minute chart. Let's say, right, we're sitting at 94. If you see oil above 100, that means we're going all the way back down to S&P 500, and the whole stock market's going to go crashing down. The reason why the market was up on Friday again was because of the chips. What was happening with the AI chips? Everything was put up the market. Now let's break down Tesla a second. Let's go to Tesla, where Tesla had earnings last week. Yeah, as like I mentioned, again, we're not done over here. We had a green day on Friday, but not as big. It was 0.69% up in the end. But again, JP Morgan claims to go down to $145 per share. So we're looking at about a 60% drop, if not even more. But again, JP Morgan is usually right over Wall Street. So you really have to pay attention to this, and especially we have a nice double top over here. And then we have it, sorry guys, and then we have another double top over here, 1 and 2. And then again, so we're going to be crashing all the way down over here. So just like, listen, the Tesla is part of the Mega 7. So whatever happens over the global markets, then Tesla also drops. Now, everybody's always asking me, why do you keep on adding Tesla to all your videos? Like if you're based off on SPY, QQQ, and all these places. The reason is because Tesla has the most volatility from all Mega 7 stocks, and it has the biggest percentage gains up or down per day. So this stock can move up with 20 points up or down, $20, $30 in a single day. It could go from 2% to 7%. It's crazy. It's unpredictable. So that's why I love playing options here in Tesla as well. So I hope you guys learned the key levels and everything, and we learned from this video and everything. Again, I hope to make a video tomorrow before the market opens. If any fresh news comes out, I'll keep you posted, guys. But you really have to watch out. You have to just pay attention to the news. Just pay attention to the news. Thank you.